Here we are. This is Superskum.com. This is Carlos Reale. We're here sitting with Ted from Death Angel.
Hello.
And we're going to bug him with a few questions, see what you have to say, what's going on with the tour. Still the new album, maybe the upcoming album. So we have a few questions for you. You can bring us up to speed pretty much with the Death Angel info. So basically, Relentless Retribution came out in 2010. You're still touring for it. I've seen you 3 times on that tour here in Denver alone, which thank you so much. It's always been a very, very good show. Today, toured by headlining and then in a smaller venue, and then you tour with Anthrax as well. So basically, how has all this touring been so far? How does it feel to enjoy this very well-deserved success that you're experiencing nowadays?
The tour's been going good. I mean, it's the most touring we've done since the reunion, and the most touring the band's done since the 80s. It's been great. I mean, with this record, we were able to tour a lot. We've been able to go to places we haven't been to. You know, for the first, we went to South America for the first time, Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and we were able to do the States quite a few times. We did some headliners, and we did a couple legs of the Anthrax Testament tour, and now we're here with Sepultura. So it's good. I mean, we're really excited, and we're really stoked that we were able to do this much touring.
Yeah, no, we just talked to Andreas from Sepultura, and we're saying how good of a bill you're on. I mean, all good bands. You have Havoc from Colorado as well, Christian from Brazil, and basically, you have 4 albums so far with Nuclear Blast. 1 live one, 3 studio ones that you have released with them. Basically, what's the relationship with Nuclear Blast? I mean, we expect more with them, more collaborations with their label. What are the future plans for the new album or anything that, Death Angel has in the works?
Nuclear Blast has been really good to us. A great label. A label who knows how to market metal. And when you talk to people at Nuclear Blast, they're fans of metal. It's not like you're talking to a suit and tie guy, whatever. They're just, fans, just like us. And it's been a great relationship, and we're still continuing a relationship. I think we have maybe an album or 2 more with them. And speaking of new album, we've been writing for the new record in between, on tour and in between tours. We have about 5 new songs, skeleton songs. Mark has lyrics to 1, no title to it yet. And on the bus, Rob late at night sets up his little studio and just been writing. So, been writing a lot, and probably the plan is to be in the recording studio probably about October, November with a 2013 spring release.
Oh, yeah. Very good to hear. That is definitely.
We still have a lot of touring to do. Right now we have the Sepultura tour, then we go home for like a few weeks, then we go out to Europe to do the festivals and some headlining shows, and we're doing a week worth of shows with Exodus out in Europe. So after that, we're gonna continue the writing.
Basically, you mentioned the South American tour, and it was you visit Argentina, Brazil, Peru, and Chile, I think, and and you were headlining, by the way. It was really good, really good. So how was that tour in South America?
The shows were great. I mean, South America, from what people told us, oh man, when you go to South America, it's gonna be wild, and it was wild. The fans were very into it. They're really passionate about their music and their bands, and really passionate about the old school thrash. So the shows were great. The countries were beautiful. It's just amazing down there. The only thing that was really hard on us was the traveling, because you play a show, go to the hotel, shower, go straight to the airport, fly, and do it all over again. We did that for about like a week and a half till we had a couple days off in Sao Paulo, and we were able to just kind of relax. And then Paulo from Sepultura took us out, and that was
I'm sure you had fun with that one.
Yeah, he took us to a restaurant bar, and one of his soccer teams were playing, and oh man, it was loud. It was great. It was a good time. We had a good time.
So you got to go to a soccer game over there. Yeah. Cool. How was it?
Not a soccer game, but it was all like a restaurant.
Oh, you went to watch the game.
And man, as soon as his team got a score, the whole restaurant was chanting and singing, and we like got caught up in the moment, like, oh, okay, we'll do the same thing too. You know, it was fun. It was fun. That whole tour was amazing.
No, and I'm glad that you were able to visit over there. I'm sure there's a lot of countries that you still need to visit. I'm a lot of fans in Colombia, in Venezuela, in Ecuador, then Central America, Mexico, of course. You're gonna have a lot of fans there.
We did Mexico City. We haven't gone to like Bolivia, Ecuador, but we did Colombia and Manizales, I think, it's an hour flight outside of Bogota.
Okay.
It was a festival, but I mean, we want to go to Bogota, we want to go to Ecuador, Venezuela, and there's still a lot of places we haven't hit down there that we want to do. So hopefully we can.
And you guys were headlining a festival in the Philippines in 2007. So
we did that, and we did 2011. We didn't headline it this last year. We went out with Anthrax and Hell Yeah. It was a big festival, Pulp SummerSlam. And it was Anthrax, Hell Yeah, Death Angel, and a bunch of like local bands from the Philippines and a few other bands from I think Singapore and Dubai and whatnot. It was amazing.
Yeah, how was it? Tell us a little bit more about that because it sounds really good.
Oh man, I mean we headlined it in 2007, which was amazing. And when we got asked to come back with Anthrax, Hell Yeah, oh dude, it was great. I mean the fans were great. The whole festival was amazing. They took care of us really well. And the stage was unreal. I mean, it felt like you were on like Metallica's Black Album stage because they had the ramps that went out and they had the snake pits and the production was incredible.
I'm glad to hear that you were able to go there and your fans got to see you guys. I'm pretty sure you're very popular in that area of the world as well. You're popular around the world, in Europe as well. Very good following in Europe. And it's like, what other festivals you have planned for this summer specifically?
Grass Pop in Belgium. We have Hellfest in France, and as far as I know, that's it. And we have like some headliners and some shows with Exodus. But Europe's always good. We always look forward to Europe. Europe's a blast. Oh, and Dockham Open Air in Holland.
How was that one? How was that little kind of surprise, out of the ordinary surprise over there in San Francisco this past February?
It was good. I mean, Gus and Rob still hang out. I mean, they're cousins. They hang out when we're not on the road. And Gus and Rob still play acoustic guitar together. They jam out and have a good time. And how we got Gus to play, I mean, I've been wanting to have Gus at least come up on stage and jam with us ever since the reunion. Like, let's get Gus up here. Come on, man. The fans would want to see it. I want to see it. And he'd always say no, but he'd always be at the shows and hang out with us and have a good time. But he's always like, no, I don't want to do it. So last December we played with Metallica at the Fillmore for their 30th anniversary, and I had one spot on the list and I gave it to Gus. And the thing is, put you on the list, but you got to play 2 songs with us at San Francisco. So he agreed to it. He came down to rehearsal, played 2 songs with the band. It was 2 songs from Act 3, The Organization and Ecstasy. Then at the end of the set, he came up and jammed with all of us, a la Iron Maiden, and we did Bored and Cold Gin by Kiss. It was great. It was good to see Gus up there. Everyone was into it, and he had a good time. And
it's nice to see that type of camaraderie between members. No egos, no bad blood, no nothing. It's just really nice to welcome somebody that was part of the band as well, and everybody get to jam and enjoy it as well. I'm sure the fans got a really good treat that day. So
the fans got a treat, and it was the first time Gus played with Rob and Mark, shared the stage with at least them since '91. And I'm a fan of Gus. I mean, I've always liked Gus's playing. And he's OG, man. Why not? It was a treat for everyone.
Yeah, and don't sell yourself short either. You've done great work in the last albums with Death Angel 2, and highly enjoy having, being part of the band as a fan. From my perspective, the great albums, by the way, that you put out. I mean, they're one of the best, probably, reunions. But not a reunion. You just kind of restructure the band again out of the side projects that Rob and Mark were doing, and it came about again. You guys have so much success right now. I mean, like 3 times in a year here in Colorado alone. So we feel lucky, man, that you've been able to come over here.
We feel lucky to be able to do this much touring in this day and age. In order to, get the band a little success, it's all about touring. And we're fortunate and we're proud that we're able to do this much touring on one album.
Yeah, congratulations to the whole band on that. It's been amazing. You guys put a hell of a show all the time. Very energetic, very into it. You can see the passion in it, and it's really nice as a fan when you get to see that. You get to see one of your favorite bands playing over there, and they're as enthusiastic as you are in the same concert, in the same show. So I really appreciate it as a fan. Talking here as a fan, thank you so much for that. And to end real quick, what are the future plans, immediate future plans for Death Angel? What's going on? Writing, next album. You have a, Thrasher-mentary coming up that you're working on that. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the future plans for the band?
There's quite a bit of, there's a lot going on actually. Right now we're in the, we started the phase of writing the next record, when we're on tour and in between tours. So the plan is to be in the recording studio, say about October, November. That's the tentative plan. Who knows what might happen, may get pushed back, but we're shooting for that with an early 2013 spring release. The Thrasher-mentary, right now it's all done, filmed and recorded. It's in the process of being edited.
Oh, great.
And we should see probably a rough draft in about a week or so and kind of finalize it. It's really good. It's basically, the Thrasher-mentary is, a little history of the band up until now. So a little history of the band, then it's mainly all about the Relentless Retribution writing, recording, and touring cycle. It's about that with good footage, man. It's going to be great. And also, we're re-releasing the Ultraviolence. It's its 25th anniversary of the Ultraviolence. And we're going to play that album in its entirety starting in Europe when we go to Europe. So that's the plan, to do that. And there's some tours that I can't say at the moment, but it's going to be good. There's a lot going on.
Well, that idea, touring with the anniversary of an album, it's always a very nice treat for the fans as well. I'm glad that you're doing that one as well. And any plans to re-releasing the old catalog? Because it was released through the box set in 2005, but the box set had some errors as well, and Act 3 wasn't in it, remastered. So any plans for the back catalog to come out again, by any chance?
This year will be Ultraviolence. Who knows? Maybe Frolic Through the Park maybe a year or two from now. Act 3 will be hard because it's on Geffen, I mean, I think the band retained the rights to the Ultraviolence and Frolic, so that's, we'll do Ultraviolence this year and probably Frolic in a year or two. But Act 3 is going to be a hard one. I mean, I don't know the logistics about that, but from what I heard, it's pretty hard to maintain, to obtain those rights. It would be good because there's a lot of fans now who are reaching back to the, that can't get the old catalog. They look on eBay and they can't find, it's really high price, and they're always asking us when you're going to re-release it. Soon, they go, how about Act 3? I go, well, you got to either go to eBay or...
And we want to jam the old stuff as well, too. Really good bass, really good sound, really good guitars and all that. So it's just kind of a nice treat for your fans as well to re-release those albums.
Yeah,
you can play them along the new catalog as well, and you can see the entire musical history right there. You can enjoy it from your stereo, MP3, wherever the hell you listen to your music. It's just going to be a good thing. So I'm glad at least those two albums are coming out. So it's good. And then, thank you so much, Ted. I really appreciate it for your time. All very well-deserved success for the band right now. I'm ecstatic to see you again, especially, with Sepultura, Havoc, and Christian. It's going to be a hell of a show.
It's a great tour. I mean, Havoc's on the bill. I mean, we wanted them on that last headliner we did with Lazarus and Bonded by Blood. Havoc was one of our choices, but they couldn't do it. So we're excited that they're on the bill, and they've been crushing it every night. And they're from here, right? Denver?
Yes, they are from here. They're from Colorado, yeah.
And Christian, we've heard a lot about them. They're like, death metal from Brazil. And I just, had the pleasure of watching them the past couple of nights, and man, they're really brutal.
Yeah, they kick ass. They're pretty heavy.
I don't know what they got in the water in Brazil, but, you got Christian, and then you got, Sepultura. I mean, those guys have been around for a long time. They've been through some ups and downs, and they're still chugging away, man. And I think they're probably stronger than they've ever been. I mean, they got a really good lineup. Their new album, Kairos, is really amazing. And when you see them live, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Everyone should check them out. and us.
No, so don't worry. I'll give you a little time over here. Like, any last words for the fans? Go ahead and, tell them what you want to tell them.
Thank you very much for all the support throughout the years, through all the ups and downs. Stay tuned. Go to our website, www.deathangel.us, for some news. And we're also on Facebook as well. And thanks to Superskum. Am I right?
Thanks. You got it right,
Superskum,
man.
for the support and the interview.
Our pleasure, man. Thank you so much, Ted.
Thank you.
You have a great show, and we'll see you out there, man.